shit, it's been a while. I'm super cool, and this is no, never mind. I'm not gonna rip that joke off. I've already got enough shit on my hands as is. No need for that. This is Sin and Punishment, a treasure game for the N64, and I love it with all my heart. Let me let me just... Sorry, that was poor timing. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just, know if, let me know if... Oh, sorry, still processing the delicious pizza. Let me know if, my mic sounds shit. If anyone ever pops in here anyway, I'll keep my eye on the stream chat. It'll be fine. Anyway, so, you may notice now I've added some busy-ass shit to this. So I decided that it looked a little weird being letterboxed, so I added some banners in. If you know where that, where those 3 words are from, that's rad. On the other side, on the right side, I have Saki and Iron, the 2 main characters of this game. As well, you'll see. It'll become obvious as time goes on. Let's see here. Why, thank you, Rockforge. Thank you for those memes. Unfortunately, I won't be able to save this in enough time. Oh, son of a... Maybe I should just get a little closer to the mic like this. Why? Okay, maybe not. I'm gonna... Let me just not do that. I have a feeling that might cause a little bit of a problem for him or anyone who has headphones on. Ah, shit. My bad. This is gonna be a little weird. I have a headset. No, I don't have a headset. I have a... Funny story, I have a USB mic. Let me go ahead and start this over from the beginning. USB mic that I had lying around, and I just decided to make use of it as best as I possibly could. I had fucked it up a while ago, but for some reason it's working again. I'm gonna let the opening cutscene play out for this. It's entirely in Japanese, except for the voice acting.
Archie! Archie! Hurry! Hey.
Oh, no you don't. Wait a minute. The preview! And by the
Archie!
the screen, I've noticed that, the stream is just frozen. It's a bad time for everyone involved. Give me, just one moment. Oh dear. And by oh dear, I mean, it's finally here. That really won't be that hard to fix. There, okay. Yeah, it's back! Hang on. It does that when I back out. Project 64 is just weird like that. Which is the emulator I'm using, which is kind of trash, a little bit, because after a certain amount of time, they will just decide that in order for you to use it, you've got to wait 30 seconds or donate to them before you can use it. Or you wait 30 seconds before you can continue operating it, or you can pay them $4 or like $5 and then use it, which kind of sucks.
Are these the rebels?
One group of them, sir.
Jack's eating a sandwich. Let's see here.
They have no strength to resist any longer.
But the leaders are still alive.
It's coming up.
There's no time now. Join the troops intercepting the ruffians.
I don't think anyone here can read Japanese, and that's a bit of a problem. I like this story. It's a weird one. As all treasure games often are. And like all goddamn treasure games, even if you bothered to play it at the beginning and pay attention will still be missing out on key parts of the plot that happened prior to. Good God, I'm trying to figure out the story for Ikaruga.
A ruffian swarm is approaching your
Maybe
position.
Radiant
I've also
Silvergun?
confirmed Radon's location.
So the story
Didn't
for
I
this
tell
game
you?
goes
Make me the
simply
bait,
that
and Radon will come
mankind,
to peace.
being
Radon
a
is
bunch
jealous of me.
fucking wonderful
I
geniuses,
took
decided
you
to
for
make a new
myself.
source. And
I have
it got
chosen you.
wildly out of control and started to attack the planet en masse. These creatures are called ruffians, and one creature in particular, that one is called Radon, and it is a ruffian that is commanding the other ruffians. So, in a brilliant moment of, what I would say, brilliant moment of
Michiko's
seizing the
group.
day,
They've all been
or
killed.
rather, I should say,
Archie?
in an attempt to
Did you
seize
see
this
that?
wonderful opportunity,
Cold-blooded killers.
in a military organization
Damn transport.
called,
It won't
I
mean
think I refer
anything
to
if
this
there's
as
no
the
one to ride in
military
it.
force. I'm not
Relax,
sure. I
Alan.
forget
Wake
because
They've put
they
their
don't
faith
bring
in
it up
us.
that often,
We must try to
considering
help
what
the
happens
others.
to them.
That's
As
only
you'll
if the
see in the game.
soldiers hit the ruffians like we expected.
What expected?
And
As I predicted.
I promise I'll
Now
show
we'll have
you
a good
cutscene.
window.
I'm just explaining what's going on in this because
Soon.
even if you listened, it still
It'll all
wouldn't make
begin.
sense because they're talking about things that you would have to have some preconceived knowledge of. So basically, the volunteer military force comes in and basically tries to overthrow the Japanese government. And a group of, let's just call them freedom fighters, led by a man named Saki and his lover Ira, with a psychic woman named Achi, who has given them both enhanced abilities by transfusing her blood into them. Because she's, well, you'll find out why she can do that, among other things. So they were basically discussing how most of their comrades in their freedom fighting force have basically been wiped the hell out by the voluntary military force, which is a problem because they need to fight them and the ruffians. So, as you can imagine, things are not starting off pretty well. Yeah, I'm gonna try my best to fix that music. So, let's see here. Damn it all to hell. I just now checked and didn't pay attention to how loud it was being. Let me see if I can't fix that. Actually, this is a perfect opportunity to... Yeah, alright. Good lord. Let's go to the options menu. I'm just gonna play this song. And you guys let me know if it's being incredibly loud. Some slight technical difficulties. In post, I'm just gonna put a little thing to say that when to time skip this bullshit to get to the actual game. But never mind that part. Let me see here. There we are. A lot of shit I ended up fixing. Alright, let's see here. Is it time to rock and roll? There we go, and alright. Still loud as fuck. Oh, good. Hang on a sec. There we are. Man, this is gonna be hell on my ears to look back to. Alright, so, now that I've gotten that out of the way, I will do my best to shut up during cutscenes. And, since this is a rail shooter, story will happen very frequently. There will be no break between gameplay and story. They will happen simultaneously. I'll do my best to explain them. So basically, the beginning of this game is, following Saki and Iron and Achi as they are the only survivors of the, seemingly only survivors of the resistance, being slaughtered by the military group. And as such, they are making their way to a transport, which is being overrun by ruffians, specifically Radon, where a member of the voluntary military force, Kachwa, is waiting for them, which brings its own set of problems, considerably. The art style, I would say, is kind of... When it comes to the monsters, the art style really helps, is really brought to life with the N64. But when it comes to the humans, I don't feel like that's the case, and you will see why very quickly. Hence why I decided to put Iron and Saki's art on the side there so that you can see what they look like. After this sequence here, which is spoilers, it's a dream. I don't think I need to point that out. No one's attacking me, and I'm free to do whatever I want and aim in any fucking direction. So this is very clearly not happening the way you would envision. First level would go. Usually, it's very Space Harrier-like. Yeah, it is a nice way to get used to the controls. Rockforge, I agree. That said, though, you would have never guessed that it was a dream. And nothing implies that, this is a dream until, you know, you beat a certain boss. And nothing implies that any of this is capable of damage. Nothing implies that none of this will hurt you, because other than the trees falling down, nothing really comes at you with, like, the intent to hurt you. Like, I wanna, like, look at these guys here, like, fucking nothing. Here, like, check this shit. I can stand right here and shoot this motherfucker right in the face. He's charging up his beam, and I'm just gonna keep shooting. Fucking nothing. In fact, it seems to affect the other creatures more so than it does Saki himself. So let me explain gameplay. It has a lot of thought going on. Don't worry. I don't know if it's implying that that was a monster that Saki saw in his dreams, saw in his actual memories from a point in his life, from when the ruffian crisis was kicking off.
Oh, Saki.
Oh, cutscene. Let me stop.
Good morning, Saki.
Good morning, Iron.
Thankfully, these cutscenes are very short, so it's not that big of a deal to deal with.
Come on, we've got work to do. Let's go.
Yeah, okay, so as I was saying before, yeah, Saki and Iron do not look, look very rough compared to their original art, which is fucking great. Yeah, it looks fucking weird, doesn't it? It looks like they're injured. Or like they're severely, are suffering from a disease of some sort. When in reality, if you look at their art on the right, they look completely fine. Alright, so let me explain gameplay here. So it's a rail shooter. You got your typical Space Harrier type thing going on here.
Take care of it, Saki.
So what makes this interesting is that you have a melee attack, and you have a gunner. And you can switch it from fixed shot, which locks on, to free shot. Kind of a nice little switch over. It's kind of like Gunstar Heroes and Alien Soldier in that regard. is a good point. This is a new version of an N64 emulator, which kind of brings these things to light, and will probably look way worse. Alright, so when enemies get close, I can attack them with a melee weapon, and that will have different effects, and when I reflect a projectile like a rocket launcher back, depending on where I aim, I can reflect it back in a different direction. So this was, so just in case anyone doesn't know who Treasure is, because I know that there are people who will go into this not knowing what the fuck Treasure is. They're basically the Platinum Games of the 90s, making a bunch of games that mix together different genres, with the main focus being action. They really like putting boss rushes into their games, like a fucking lot of them. They used to work for Konami, and they made a shit ton of cool games like Gunstar Heroes, Sin and Punishment, Bankai-O, Alien Soldier, the Ronald McDonald video game, the Yu Yu Hakusho Genesis game, fucking Light Crusader, a game that I haven't played yet, so... I can't say much about that. Ikaruga, Radiant Silvergun, Silhouette Mirage. They've made a lot of good games. Their reputation with licensed games as well is really fucking solid. They made the DS Bleach games. They're a branded developer associated with quality, and I fucking love their games. I'm sorry, Rockforge, did you just tell me that Radiant Silvergun is good? Are you fucking with me, or did you not know? I mean, I haven't ever gotten to that boss because it's super hard. But yes, I've seen that boss. I wouldn't say it looks horrible. It looks rough, but it definitely doesn't look horrible. So the fun fact about this is that the battles in these games in this game. Oh no, I can assure you Radiant Silvergun is fun. Just for that shit, I'm gonna run through Radiant Silvergun one of these days. Especially if... Oh, I will be able to finish this game, by the way. We will see it all the way through to the end. It is I get a real kick out of Radiant Silvergun. For the same reasons I get a kick out of this. For doing cool things with a genre that was already cool to begin with. So cool shit happens when when Saki aims at different things in the environment. Oh, by the way, Saki was also an assist trophy in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. That may not be obvious to some people who don't remember that much about Brawl. Which is no one, because how could no one not remember anything about Super Smash Bros. Brawl? So obviously there's a lot of shit going on, with a lot of shit for Saki to aim at, which, since I know what I'm doing on this first section, leads to a lot of cool shit. Oh, by the way, Saki can invincible roll, which leads to him pulling off some really cool stuff. That is true, tripping is the worst mechanic in a fighting game ever. Cool thing about this guy, he has two bats that can, like, fuck with you, and it would normally be annoying to have to deal with them, but then it's like, nah, because then you can just deflect that shit right at the seamer. And do, like, twice the damage and make the fight go by, like fucking nothing. Especially if you time it right. Obviously, I wasn't doing a great job of it. But I mean, like, if you time those projectiles... Oh, by the way, these, yeah, you're gonna say this guy looks fucking awesome very, very quickly. Like, these Evangelion-looking motherfuckers are gonna keep popping up, one after the other. Especially when you see Saki's other form. That might have been a spoiler, but fuck it. So as you can see, this place, was kind of a bad thing for the military force to wipe out the savior, the freedom fighters, because as it's been clearly noted, they couldn't, as you could clearly see, they couldn't do jack shit against the ruffians, and only Saki and Iron and Achi were able to survive the encounter with them. In fact, you are going to see how well he stands up to Radon, the leader of this group of ruffians, this particular group of ruffians, anyway. That girl that keeps showing up near him, near Radon, is named Kachua, and she's kind of like trying to control and manipulate him, from what I've understood from the story, anyway. So you can aim at her, but there's no point. Alright, so this fight it looks like you can move in different directions, but you can't. You can only move left and right on this one, and up, and up. You can double jump. So you pay attention to how Radon moves, and you can use the sword to basically move him back for more damage, and push him off the edge of the stage for even more damage, making this fight a fucking pushover if you know what you're doing. And you gotta pay attention to how Radon moves, because once he gets to another section, once his health moves down to a certain point, he just stops fucking around, and his health just, he gains a new attack. Cool feature of treasure enemies. Oh yeah, and also when he jumps, you can knock him down to get a hard knockdown and just keep beating his shit in. So a cool thing about that Radon fight is, or treasure games in general, is that they like to incorporate bosses. They like to give bosses different weapons, different tools to deal with you in different situations, just as you have different tools to deal with them in situations. So that it always feels like you're on equal footing.
He's one of the rebels.
I'll talk about this later.
Take him. He's only human. Now's our chance to test the power of the blood you gave me.
Kachua mentioned something about the blood, and I mentioned how Achi gave Iron and Saki blood as well, to give them superpowers, and now she's talking about using blood to get superpowers. That's as far as I'm going with those implications, but it does lead to something. So right now, Kachua's using all of the armed military volunteers as human shields, and does not give a fuck about the consequences of that. She can't be hurt in this section. You kind of just have to wait it out. It's kind of hilarious, actually, if you can, like, ignore the fact that it's fucking horrifying to use this, like, use these many people as, like, shields. Okay, so in that section you have to time it right to hit Kachua. And that's usually how you beat that fight, instead of just shooting at her. Because shooting at her will do absolutely nothing. You have to time it right. Oh god. I just remembered how rough his body looks. Later on his model looks distinctively better because he gets a different design, but still. So you beat Kachua, and things escalate incredibly quickly. And now it's turning into Evangelion, the end of Evangelion. Also, it seems like Radon had an attachment, or Kachua had an attachment to Radon. That's more talked about for a little bit by this man, the guy with the glowing eyes. His name is Brad. He's the leader of the military organization. He gave Kachua the blood transfusion to give her the powers needed to fight against these the main characters. And now we're actually Evangelions. Instead of a roll, I have a fucking teleport. Good God. Also, this music is rad. And I'm not doing good. I can never time the dodges right for this fight. It's always a pain in the ass. But I'm not gonna lie. it's fucking rad as all hell. And it just gets even more rad. Now she's fighting at you from beneath. Oh yeah, this is video gamey as hell. And I love it. And now it's gonna get even better. Yeah, you niggas like Gurren Lagann? I hope you like Gurren Lagann. Here we go, here we go. Yeah, so Japan has basically been fucked. I should make that clear. An ocean of blood has basically just opened up next to it, and on top of the mutant invasion, I don't think things could get any worse. Also, the main character has become a monster. Within the span of, like, what? How many minutes did we... Like, 10? 20? In the span of, like, 10 minutes, he became a horrible monster. Incredibly quickly.
We can't go near him yet. Is that Saki? Change him back, okay?
I am. I'm just gonna have to deal with this ugly-looking shit that happens with the emulator. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan, but, you know... Oh, by the way, am I coming in clear? I hope so. I'm looking at the chat, but, you know, I know the chat has a delay from when you input the message into when I get the message, but, fuck it. Hey, this is my favorite stage. There's Brad. He looks rad. I mean, I like his design.
I understand your feelings, Brad. Kachua was a good match for you, both militarily and emotionally. But I can't lose you too. Retreat. There's no hope for Japan.
There's an enemy out there. A monster. I won't let it run free.
That monster, of course, he's referring to Achi. I mean, Saki, not Achi. I mean,
I lost Kachua. Now it's Achi's turn to lose something.
Kachua's gone. Think of the living. Like me.
Radon, Kachua, the women I passed my blood to, how could they? Achi, I'm going to show the world how weak your beast really is.
Oh, okay, now I get it. Now Radon has gone incredibly, Radon just kind of went, was overtaken and became a ruffian. Okay, that makes sense now.
Attention, attention. Our defense of Tokyo has failed, but we shall remain in Japan to battle this new beast.
Beast?
Its target is a ruffian lair in Hokkaido. By eating ruffians, it will strengthen us. By assimilating them, it will threaten humanity. Radon's tragedy can't be repeated. As your commander, I urge you to find the courage to engage this beast.
Iron not being...
So he's their commander.
Iron not liking the idea of her lover being called a fucking monster and hunted down by society is very pissed, and now you get to play as her. She's sick as fuck. And there's that cupid looking motherfucker. You will find out what he has to do with this in a moment. Ow. So right now, we're in the lower section of the ship. Ah, damn it. What the hell am I doing? I gotta remember to use my dodge. It's more effective in this section. This is a really fun section here where you can, again, take your time with this, or choose to fuck up, Leda. That's the name of Brad's pet, who's sentient, and also is implied to have changed blood in him as well. So you can choose to either just gun him down normally, or you can use these as rockets to aim right at his fucking face, making this fight go by much more quickly. I recommend it, especially since there's a timer. So when the timer reaches 0, your health is basically used as time, until it eventually ticks down to nothing and you die. You get it back after you beat a boss, of course, or if you hit time bonuses by doing cool shit. So I could waste my time hitting him normally, or shooting him normally, but I'm just gonna wait for him to come by and slash him to bits. Whoop! There you go. So in this implication, so this implies that Brad is watching the fight and is trying to save Lada's life. In fact, if I wasn't too busy talking, you'd hear him say, "I won't let you kill Lada." Oh, and then he just fucking nukes himself. Oh shit. Okay, thank God. Yeah, and then he just dies, and you're like, well, fuck. I guess Lada's dead now. So much for mourning Lada's death, Brad. So much for trying to save Lada, Brad. He fucking Chaozu'd himself. Ain't gonna have the Dragon Balls to bring him back. His ass is gone. Also, this is a really cool mini-boss. It's turned into some Ikaruga shit. Except not nearly as frustrating. Shit! Well, I'm glad you're finding it strange and somewhat enjoyable. Why? Because these people are... This story is about, these characters, their powers, the fucking bullshit they do. Kind of makes sense, but they're so goddamn insane, that it makes it really hard to follow their actions. And I mean, like, genuinely insane. Not like anime, like, I must fight for my friends and, truly live my best life, blah blah blah, shining finger. I mean, like, these people are fucking crazy. And I kind of like that, because they're usually antagonists. I mean, it is a love story. That's not true. This is focusing on the relationship. This, like, really focuses about the story between Saki and Iron. You're shooting the Blobman because he's in your way, and you're trying to get to the ship, and you're trying to get to the top of the ship and kick the shit out of Brad. That's the only reason Saki is doing this right now. Like I said, gameplay and story is very focused. Oh no, you'll see the love story aspect towards the end.
So what they captured broke free?
Oh shit! This motherfucker's kidnapped Archie. Gotta go save her. Also, she's got a really cool design. I say she because it looks like she has this monster has breasts, and I'm just assuming. And you gotta run through a hallway and get her. This is what I mean by Sun and Punishment story is taking place as its gameplay is also taking place. It's a nice little blend. No real interruption. It's very focused. If not incredibly hard to follow in some places. It's also one of my favorite fights in the game. Fuck. It's very lenient with that, I noticed. Oh shit. Oh wait, I can just roll. Just gonna roll. And also make this fight easier by using those rockets. By using those explosives. That's another thing I like about this. It's just like, hey, this fight's taking too long. Maybe you should just use the melee attack to make it go faster.
Realize how dangerous teleporting is? They're dangerous. They're about to kill me.
These enemies outmatch you, Leda. They're all that remain of Achi and her followers. It's quite possible that the girl has inherited Achi's blood.
Oh shit.
This time I will face them.
He's got
You must stay back.
He's got a weapon just like Saki and Iron. I wonder what that means.
Now I'll avenge my friend.
Is this gonna be a...
The pleasure will be all mine.
Is this gonna be a fucking rival battle? Yes, it is! fucking stapler gun. Oh, this is gonna get really fucking cool, Rockforge. Check this shit. He's got a charge beam. Fuck you, base. There you go, thank you. Oh, check this shit out. Whoa! Fuck you! Yeah! Oh shit, gotta time it right. Whoa! Yeah! Oh, this is gonna get way cooler. You just fucking wait.
He also has strange powers.
Iron's realizing that he,
Strange powers indeed. It seems Achi has taught you nothing. My powers were given to me by
pretty much, yeah.
Achi passed her blood to me.
You can mash the
Same
attack
goes for
button,
that
but I
kid
mean, like,
who transformed into
still.
a beast.
Saki is nothing like
you can choose
I
to.
never thought
You
you'd
don't
try to
have
make
to.
friends by
But then again, I've
passing
never
your
really
blood.
played it any other way. Also, Iron actually reveals that she
Perhaps not friends.
gives people
Perhaps research for your transformation.
her blood.
Change can be a scary thing when you don't know how to change back. Iron, do you want to change Saki back into a human?
Watch out! All fighters away from the flagship.
What? The floor! If they attack Saki from the air, then we'll need this.
Get ready, motherfucker. We're going airborne. This is,
What the? All fighters break apart.
yeah, we're fighting jets now. No, this is not the coolest it ever gets in this game. It's going to get way cooler. I guarantee goddamn to you. It never stops getting cooler. This is Panzer Dragoon levels of fucking awesome. Oh, by the way, yeah, you can just knock those missiles back at them. This game will absolutely not stop. And we'll just keep getting crazier. I absolutely love it. It's a shame that this game... Well, I mean, this game did eventually get ported to the Virtual Console to be played on the Wii. So, I mean, like, there is that. So I should mention that controlling it is a bit... So originally, if you had a Nintendo 64 controller, the way you would have controlled it is you use the Z trigger and you hold the Nintendo 64 controller. Kind of like it's a gun, basically. Which is interesting. Truth be told, it feels really good with a DualShock 2, which is what I'm playing this on. Really just any DualShock controller, so long as it has dual analog, assumably. Fuck, I forget that the original PS1 controller didn't actually have an analog stick. That always fucks with me, like, so hard. Like, you have no idea. Oh, and then there's these guys. These bold men, these bold motherfuckers. Fuck, I thought I was cool enough to dodge those properly. I kinda was. But not entirely. You feel me? I'll have you know that I won't stand for that bullshit. There you go. It's very generous, this game. Yeah, you're gonna have to just time your dodges right with that if you can't get rid of them in time. There's so much cool shit in this game that I sometimes forget what happens. I just get overloaded. It's just how cool it becomes. Let's see if I can reflect these. No, I can't. Fuck that. I also realize that's Achi talking into your mind, or is implied to be talking into your mind, maybe, kinda, who knows. It's just so peaceful. Jam-packed. Ah, yes, now the mechs from Sonic Adventure 2 show up. Now, you know what, I'm not gonna lie, my memory's a bit fuzzy of some of those mechs. That might be too harsh on Sonic Adventure, or maybe this game? I mean, Sonic Adventure 2 did come out before this game. The comparison is not unwarranted. Fuck, I gotta time my rolls right on that one. Or just... Oh. Never mind, I don't even have to put up with that shit. Wow, that's wonderful. That's actually great. This game has absolutely no clunky bullshit to have to deal with. Rockforge, what the oh wait, no, you get bonus, never mind. Yeah, I'm glad you can actually clearly hear that now. I'm also glad you can actually clearly hear the character speaking, because it's kind of relevant to what's going on right now. Oh, fuck. Oh, well, that made my life a lot easier. And then fuck you. I'd feel bad for these characters if they didn't, these enemies, if they weren't so fucking ready to murder children. And also didn't use mutants from weird, angry, angsty young adult blood. Now he's here to fight us on a fucking jet. Aircraft for the Brad Custom, the Halatia. Which sounds like a sexual maneuver. It will never not sound like a sexual maneuver. And I'm not really sure what it would entail. I hope it doesn't involve someone doing a blood transfusion. That's what I sure as fuck hope. Also, he's done. He's fucking done. This game is fairly easy, but I still really, really like it. No, it's a good level of difficulty. It's just hard enough. Yeah. Hachi seems a bit sadistic at this point in the story. I don't know why the audio kept, like, going over some of her lines in that. By the way, how do you guys feel about the dub? I like it a lot, especially towards the end of this game, and I don't know why people keep shitting on it. I mean, I get it why, it's a bit strange, but I mean, like, they're very clearly speaking fluent English, and I can't hate it.
I guess Brad just didn't want to be hated by mankind.
Oh, we have to fight that now, by the way. The whole thing. Was used in... So, last-ditch effort to take on Saki.
Army? No, the weapons maker that backed Brad sent that in.
I never could hear her clearly to figure out what she was saying about that ship. Oh, the dub's definitely going to sound solid later on towards the end of the story. I hear some of those fucking people say, this story is incomprehensible, blah, blah, blah. This dub is so bad. And I'm like, okay, fine, I get it. Alright, nigga. You may have maybe in some areas, but definitely not towards the end of this story. There was definitely far worse you could do with this dub. Damn it, if I did that right, I would have made this boss my bitch. But unfortunately, I'll just settle for kicking its ass with class. Wait, what am I firing at? Oh, that's a good question. Maybe the lock-on can help me figure that question out. That has got to be the strangest trajectory I've ever seen a cannon be capable of firing. Maybe in a 3D game, possibly. Oh, gotta remember that I got a double jump. Oh god, gotta remember that I can fucking roll. For the love of God! I swear I'm not usually this bad. Maybe. It's a good thing my playthrough of House of the Dead on this channel was deleted because I never saved it. So for all you know, I'm correct on my statements with rail shooters. All right, fine. I gotta continue. Here. Oh, there we go. There we go. Let's continue where we left off.
Continue.
Thankfully, it doesn't start us off in a very shitty place. using lock-on in certain areas is a really good idea if you want to go for a higher score. Son of a bitch, I exposed myself to that bullshit. Gotta dance cool. If you don't want to get hit by those bullets. Are some of those still unaffected because I restarted? Questions for later. Shit. Should have just used the invisibility of my dodge. Aw, man, now my score looks like crap. Well, I think we're about 2/3 of the way through the game. No, not 2/3. God, not even 2/3. We're not even halfway through the game. This is not the halfway point.
That's targeting Saki.
Well, they fired the missile at Saki, so now you can see what this boy's gonna do. Surprise, surprise. He's probably gonna die. Oh, fuck, wait, but no! We can actually fuck that thing up! Yeah, no, don't worry. We're not 2/3 of the game the way through. Yeah, you're supposed to hit that before it gets Saki. Saki is completely out of his mind. He has no idea what you're doing right now. He doesn't even know you're there. He's just kind of reacting instinctively to the missile. But also, yeah, I wanted to make that look cool. But yeah, holy fuck, how cool is that? You can fucking shoot it out with the missile! Oh shit! Woo! Slice that bitch in half! Ah, well, that's 2 credits down.
We're still too early. Just exposing a weakness would be bad.
Is it safe to approach him?
We're just little insects to Saki. He won't bother us.
Hurry up and change him back to human form.
Saki's just forgetting his human heart.
I'll believe it when I see it.
To return Saki to human form, you must enter Saki's body and recover his humanity. I will open Saki's chest. You call to his heart. Tell him everything. Thoughts, memories, hopes, dreams. As long as he wants to be with you, he can accept his humanity.
Stop it! How can we do that?
First, we must put Saki to sleep.
No, we can't do it!
Just fire at Saki's forehead.
Liar! False savior!
Saki.
Shut up!
Do you want Saki to stay this way?
Shut up!
Well, at least the clown vomit zone's gone. And, I think... You know, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I can understand why Aaron's like, I'm not gonna shoot him in the fucking head, are you insane?
On a train? A subway? Oh, I teleported.
Ah, it's fine, you'll get over it. It's not the worst it gets.
But why? Hey, you. You know where we are?
We're on Long Island, aren't we?
Long Island? New York? America? Achi! Where are you? Why did you do this to me?
This music is also really fucking good. This is one of my favorite moments in the entire game, if not my favorite moment. Where you're trying to, like, you don't protect the kid gameplay-wise, but it's implied that you're protecting this kid from all these horrifying monsters on the subway train. It's got a very Snatcher-like style to it. I mean, yeah, I don't think she was expecting to show up in America all of a fucking sudden, my guy. She was just in the middle of Japan. not too long ago. Oh yeah, in Jirlos, that boss will show up multiple times, but with different abilities. To, like, toss it up. To, like change shit up.
I've never heard of ruffians invading America.
Mommy?
Hang on, I'm pausing that to see what that is. Oh, god damn it, Bandit Keith.
Are the monsters gone?
Could you not call me Mommy? Is this train out of control? I'm going to the lead car. Follow me.
I love how she notices that this train is going too fucking fast. At first I thought this was a flashback to Saki's past, but it's not that. Actually, it's something a little bit more heartwarming in a way, kind of, if you can allow yourself to see it that way. Well, forgot you can't reflect those. God damn it, Rock Force, why do you keep saying not the and then insert monster's name here? Shit. Guess I didn't time it right. You could call it the Jelly Seamer. That's an option. Son of a bitch trying to home in on me? I'll fuck you up for that. It's a jellyfish. Also, these things creep me the fuck out. Ugh. No, they're weird turtle monsters. Not gonna lie, if I saw these crawling at me in the subway, I would freak the fuck out. Mash the fuck out of the melee button! Oh, and then, to make matters worse, you have to fight this fucking thing in the middle of that. Nah, it's even better, Rockford. She has Iron and Saki have gun blades. Just like Brad. Yes, in certain cases, if you don't beat that enemy within enough time, you just fucks up. It just fucks off.
2017? 10 years in the future?
Oh yeah, this game takes place in 2009. I mean, it is supposed to look like a fucked up TV screen. There's Saki.
No, this isn't the future. Is it a warning to me? A prediction? You. What's your name?
Issa Amamaya. I can even write it in kanji.
Issa? Oh, Issa! Issa Amamiya.
Future Issa. Let's go.
I'm not gonna spoil that name, but for reasons I will say later, that has, that has relevance to anyone who's ever played the sequel to this game, Sin and Punishment Star Successor. And that makes me really happy inside. Because over time, when it comes to playing this game, I really, really like these characters. They're super fun. Iron and Saki are. That's because the mic's picking up on the game. I can't really fix that too much. Hence the echo. Apologies. Alright, and then here's this fuckhead. Shit. Just slams the ground. Should have checked his name. Oh, crap. Another creepy fight. The birth model. It's also that one weird fight from Devil May Cry 3. Speaking of which, Devil May Cry 3 I think did come out a year after this. Damn, I forgot the Nintendo 64 had to compete with the PlayStation 2 at some point when it came out. Fuck, I know it didn't survive that fight. Devil May Cry 3? Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna stream Devil May Cry 3 at some point in the future.
Saki?
So I can make Sin and Punishment connections later on.
That's right. I've taken this form for you. We're in Archie's vision. Have you chosen your future?
I'm not fucking playing Devil May Cry 2 anyway, so go on ahead. We'll watch. We'll do it together. Get Majin form.
Child, this is no future for children.
You're wrong. Issa will live in a different future. Somewhere there's a future where I am your wife, Issa is your son, and you are human.
Are you and Papa fighting?
Oh, I'm sorry. What do you think of your mom?
Mommy's scary, but Mommy's nice. Issa loves you, Mommy.
And I love you, Issa. That's why I know we'll see each other again.
Damn.
Used the child.
I thought I should show you at least once. We've only just finished the anesthesia. Now then. That's enough cutting. I'll do the rest.
About Saki and Brad. Just what is your objective?
My real enemies are very far away. Powerful enemies that have been fighting since long ago. Soon I'll end it with them, but I can't win with your current powers. This has all been mere training, simulation of a global war.
You're crazy. You ruined Tokyo. We destroy the world
Don't
too.
worry, you'll all live in a different world. Now I need a reason for an even bigger war. It will be Saki who uses his powers to bring that war to an end. He'll be feared, respected, his very figure a symbol of command. Was Brad the same? He had the same ultimate objective. Once he knew what the blood meant, his own plans took shape. He bled ruffians with his blood, writing and acting his own war. He rushed to beat me to it. But I'm not impatient. Saki must grow more powerful.
I think I may have been wrong about the whole origin of ruffians being produced as food. I may have fucked up. Never used Wikipedia as a source for all things. And now we realize her true intentions. This bitch evil. Or this bitch is this bitch has been taking a hit of the crazy juice a little too much. When you walk away, you don't hear me say. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Wrong story. Hell yes, they can. Hell yes, they do. Because they did. Oh shit, we're back on the beach of Conker's Bad Fur Day. God damn it, Rockforge, you know I'm gonna pause the goddamn stream just to look at that. Damn it all to hell.
I've got to fight them.
I saw that shit with the bouncer. I'm gonna put that up on stream just in case.
Good morning, Iron.
Hey, it's a nice callback to the beginning of this game, where they say good morning to one another. Fuck it, doesn't matter. Saki's got a cool new design. He looks rad, he feels rad, he is rad. And he's fucking loving it. Also, these enemies look cool as shit. Also, yeah, the reason why I mentioned that is because there's some weird Kingdom Hearts vibes to this game. When it comes to Saki. Just a little bit. Or at least I feel there is. Towards the end of this game, anyway. Oh no! Not the octopus seamer! Fuck. Oh, I can just destroy these. Well, that at least makes this fight less of a pain in the ass. Wow, there's a lot of things I can do to make this fight less of a pain in the ass. I could just imagine someone being a total shithead about this. And not knowing what the fuck to do. And thinking that this game has bad design. When really, you just gotta pay attention.
Saki, there's a building here.
What does that got to do with it? Oh wait, no, it means they can get the fuck away from here. Yeah, there you go. You kind of just gotta figure it out on your own. This boss fight is really fucking cool. Check it out. His webs are bullets. Rockforge, what the fuck did you just put in the stream?
Get bonus.
Good God, Rockforge. Also, yeah, no, that's not the... He has another form. Check out this new boss form in the department store. Oh no, not the spider seamer. Oh, come on, Rockforge, why aren't you doing the... Oh no, not the insert monster's name here. The spid? Nigga, that's all you got for me? The spid? What kind of shit is that? Oh god damn it, I need to focus. Gotta get my head in the game. Oh, we can have fun and also make fun of each other. Also, yeah, now it's a brain. Core of the spider seamer. And you can use its projectiles that it aims back at you to aim at you back at it to make this meandering boss fight less difficult. This game is really cool. I highly advise picking it up. Especially its sequel. I haven't played much of its sequel.
All of a sudden things were all messed up.
What are we going to do? This is Hokkaido, Ruffian Central.
At least we won't go hungry. First, let's find a safer spot.
Right. The sun's about to set, so we'll keep watch here tonight.
I love how he's just roasting it.
I wonder if Bachi will follow us.
Your instinct brought you here. I think she knows that.
Yeah, there's a lot I want to ask Achi about this transformation.
But Achi would... Let's go to America, Saki. Have a doctor take care of it.
If a doctor can take care of it. If they dissect me, it's over. They're close by. They must be on that road. I'll check it out. Wait here.
You're tough, Saki.
Well, she got fucked up.
Iron. Iron? Iron?
Also, this song is fucking great. This is my favorite song in the entire game. These are some of my favorite enemies in the entire game as well. God, I forgot how good this game was. I'm gonna actually do my best to try and look cool. You know, there's a world where Space Harrier never comes to be, and then this game is never made, and that's a fucking horrifying thought. I've actually been playing Space Harrier on the 3DS. It's a really good time. Rail shooters are usually a very good time. I haven't played a rail shooter that's bad. Except maybe Lethal Enforcers looks bad. Carnival looks bad. But for different reasons. Oh, you gotta just destroy their shells to accomplish that feat. These things look like they come straight out of a Star Wars movie. Welcome to the Fantasy Zone. Fuck, this is the Fantasy Zone. That also makes me wonder. They never do explain the world of Space Harrier. Every time I think of the Fantasy Zone, I think of that game, Fantasy Zone. But then, those worlds aren't connected. At least, I don't think Yu Suzuki intended for them to be connected anyway. There's this really interesting thing where... Oh, God. Yeah, well, it looks like the ruffians are having trouble with dealing with other ruffians, it seems. Because here's this big-ass motherfucker. Just ruining everybody's time. Someone didn't invite him to the party, and he's not very happy about that. But I think that's okay, because he's kind of fucking horrifying. Don't blame me, motherfucker. Blame the science that made you. Also, Treasure seems to have lived a very strange life in the console wars between Sega and Nintendo, since considering that they did, at some point, eventually make games specifically for both systems of the Nintendo 64 and the Sega Saturn. All of them really high quality, of course. And then also there's the games on the Dreamcast, like Bangai-O. And there's Mischief Makers they made, which I'm also gonna play. I'm gonna play Mischief Makers blind, just so I can get a good feel for it. I hear that's good too. God damn it! I wasted all my time because I thought I could, like, kick that thing's ass. I was a fool. And also, I've wasted time. Uh-oh. This is what I get for trying to play cool. Oh. That was unexpected. not be the greatest that ever lived. But I sure am the greatest that ever shivved. And I know that makes no fucking sense, but that's fine. Holy shit, how did I get so many credits? I couldn't have been doing that well. But considering that I haven't died that much. Yeah, no. I'm gonna die way more often in these sections. It gets really hard towards the end. Like, you would not fucking believe God. I think I'm having a hard time now. Holy shit. Uh-oh. I should have just remembered that I can roll. Bastard. Don't pop out of there like that, you asshole, like it's fucking Virtua Cop. I'll kick your ass. I think this man can only listen to swords. Yes, that man does in fact only listen to swords. Just like this man only listens to swords. That's his only language, melee. It's also true of certain Smash players, their only language is melee. I know that was a cheap joke, but forgive me. It was good. It felt good to say at the time. No, you don't, you dirty motherfucker. Well, I guess the only way I'm dealing with that is by dodging him. Damn, it's like it has no weaknesses. Unless it can... Okay, I don't even know what I did there. Also, I like how it has the side-scrolling view like Contra. I think some of the people, the Konami staff that eventually became Treasure, did work on some Contra games. As evidenced by Gunstar Heroes, obviously. It really feels like, when I think about it like that, that Treasure has slowly but surely been perfecting the Contra formula in ways that were previously unthinkable at the time, as evidenced by a game like Alien Soldier, and also little bits of this. But that's just me personally. Also, these guys kind of look like old 80s mechs, like Gundam or Sabunk. I hope I'm not the only one who thinks that. Oh, holy shit, I forgot about that guy. He looks so rad. He's just a centaur. Unfortunately, no, it was never an arcade game, although Radiant Silvergun was an arcade game that was eventually made using Sega Saturn's hardware into a Sega Saturn port with an actual story behind it. Or like animated cutscenes, I should say. This must be where they had their children. Quick, Rockforge, hit me up with another, if you're still there, of course. Hit me up with a good old The Bouncer reference to splice in between with this. Ow.
Please continue.
Oh yeah, the timer's just there to incentivize you finishing shit up as quickly as possible. You can do this really fast, by the way. Like, if you're really good, which I can't be able to show, because I'm only slightly decent at it. You can do these sections like super fucking quick if you make use of your melees, your dodges, and your see, and your gun, just really well. You just have to pay attention. This enemy reminds me of a berserk character. the centaur. Which reminds me, I'm gonna probably stream Sword of the Berserk at some point as well. Shit. Wait, why are they all resting? What the fuck? Oh god, it's that fucking thing. Oh hey, it's you, you piece of shit.
So, you finally come.
What have you done to Iris?
I put her to sleep is all.
Nah, Rockforge already streamed the bouncer. We did it together. It's on my YouTube channel.
Half of you is refusing
It's
iron.
already there.
That's why you look that way.
It's called the bouncing. Look it up. Whole thing. We did the whole thing. Rockforge can attest to this. You streamed some of the bouncer, but you streamed a good portion.
We need more time to fully accept one another. We fought alongside you, believing you would save humanity, but you're using us as weapons with a different goal in mind.
You're still in training. You'll always be on the front line. That's useless. That's better.
Is this what works on you?
Oh god, Rockforge, what are you about to do? Also, yeah, that happened in the story. Also, sorry if the mic got a little fucked with that.
Can you hold on to my heart?
That's a wonderful line in a game as weird as this. Yeah, you sending him the fucking tier list. Also, yeah, guess what? We're doing this. It's final battle. Here we go. Vomit. Hey, is it still the Clown Vomit Zone? Rockforge, or is this more, Rainbow Vomit? Hello? What's wrong?
She's just replacing the Earth?
Hey,
Did she lose all humanity already?
what's best for me is all that matters.
Are you watching it? Is that why you're doing this? Dinosaurs.
Saki.
I understand. I'm this friend.
Wait! Hang on, someone's trying to derail the stream. I'm not joking, by the way. Are you enjoying it? Are you enjoying the stream? It is very nice. Do you also like the game? It is a nice game, yeah, it's all like well, good, because you're about to see the final boss, and it's fucking amazing. So, if you'll excuse me, unless you want to join in on the voice chat, I'm gonna finish it up. Love you. Now that shit's done with. Oh! So my health bar is not the health bar. It's not my normal health bar. It's the planet's health bar. That's I need to focus on. We're projecting the planet from a fake Earth. I asked before if you like Gurren Lagann, and this is why. Oh shit! Can't let this bitch have her way! Yeah, actually it does. Whoa, 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 whoa. fucking don't, you goddamn tornado. She is actually bringing hurricanes to destroy parts of the earth. You can actually bat those away. I'm probably gonna lose this one, but it's okay, it's okay. Oh, shit! I tried my best. Alright. You know, I never can beat that one on the first try. It takes a lot to pull that off, actually. That said, though, holy fuck. Yeah, she basically attempts, global, nuclear Armageddon. Which, while fun to fight against, is terrifying to have to consider. It's quite a twist from when everyone thought she was actually supposed to help everyone. Then it turned out she was nothing but a cold-hearted bitch. An eek version of this. Fuck, gotta remember to teleport. I really want to see a speedrun of this, just to see how crazy it can get. How can you finish this game within a decent amount of time? How fast can you finish this game is what I want to know. There's actually a stage select after you beat this game so that you can practice and get better. I'd imagine if this game ever came back, I'd be fine if they had replays for leaderboards and shit. I would love to see that. I would love to see that. That's what they did for Radiant Silvergun. It would be awesome. Also, holy shit, barely did it. Yeah, that's it. That's the final boss of Radiant Silvergun. No, that's the final boss of Sin and Punishment. And much like any treasure game, it has a very bittersweet. It has a very bittersweet ending. I really, really like this game.
Will die soon, killed by the very people fed.
This game's called Successor of the Earth, or Star of the Earth, something regarding Earth successor of the Earth.
She's gone, but she dragged us into it right up to the end.
Gotta remember to download this and put it on.
Japan's a mess. What are we gonna do now?
When I was little, I always wanted to be a cop. Do you think they'd hire me now?
Yeah, they would. You could kill all the ruffians yourself.
Not by myself, I couldn't. I'd need you to protect me.
Want to take them on? Together?
Let's do it.
Maybe I misunderstood.
At least that way we can have some fun.
Interesting way of thinking about it. So yeah, there was a sequel to this game made in 2009, like years later, and it's like 9 years later, and it's really fucking good. Kind of like how Radiant Silvergun has a sequel / spiritual successor in Ikaruga. That's really good and has higher production values. I don't know what this is saying, but it's trying to say something about what the hell happened and what it could imply about the future. I know it said Saki. Something, something. Now, there's an English patch for this, but it changes the textures. And that was also their son. Something, something about that. Fucking, who knows? So, as I can understand it, story continues years later in Star Successor, the Sin and Punishment video game sequel, and it's really fucking sweet. I'll probably play that later, some other time. Oh yeah, it was originally called Glass Soldier, but they decided to change it to something. One of the boys from Nintendo said, "Hey, you gotta change that shit. That's not gonna fly." The more I think back on this game, the more I realize that Treasure has a real knack for making stories as bittersweet as humanly possible. Oh yeah, so there's an man, I'm going all over the place, but yeah, there's an English patch to this, but it's like a weird texture patch, and you gotta like get a plugin for Project 64, and fuck that shit. I am not fucking with that. I have better things to do with my time. Thank you very much. I would rather buy a Nintendo 64 and get a repro card of this in English than fuck with that. That's how much I don't want to do that. At least I wouldn't have to deal with clown vomit. Especially if I got an upscaler. But then I'd have to deal with the Nintendo 64 controller. Decisions. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If I'm in the mood, I can keep playing some other games, if you'd like. There's Mischief Makers. I could play another game made by Treasure. I'm in the mood to play games made by Treasure. I could play Radiant Silvergun. I'm in the mood for Radiant Silvergun. I don't give a fuck. I'll play like bits of Radiant Silvergun and then bits of Ikaruga and then call it a night. Hey Rockford, what do you think? Oh shit, the Super Mario Club. Oh yeah. I forgot about the Super Mario Club. Yeah, if I'm gonna do another game, I'm just gonna stop the stream so that way I can download this and then put it down for and put it up on YouTube. But yeah, it's a fucking crime that this game. Sorry, it stopped for a bit. I had to check something. Yeah, it's a fucking crime that this game, for some reason, just, you know, sorry about the mouse, too, it's a crime that this fucking game, with its art style, is neutered by the Nintendo 64. It's a crying shame. So you can see Saki and Iron look really fucking cool in that, and then when you see them in Nintendo 64, it's like, ooh, that's rough. Ooh, that's very rough. Very fucking rough. Yeah, so that's Sin and Punishment. You could play this game with 2 players. How? I'm glad you asked. No one. So basically what you do is you just one character controls Saki, one character controls Saki's gun and sword. Speaking of which, because I can, I'm gonna do the tutorial really quickly because it's really funny looking and I think it's cute. Also, there's this creepy ass thing. It's a cute short little training section. I don't know what that thing's named, but it reminds me a lot of that one character that keeps showing up in Gunstar Heroes and Alien Soldier. Something Rice. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why there are hostages or people to save in this section, because you don't save people in the actual game, but fuck it. And you don't need to make that kind of decision-making anyway, so... Oh, I like how they put the apple there, just in case they want to see how much of a badass you are. Oh, got the wrong one. That motherfucker's gonna haunt my nightmares. I hope you enjoy him as much as I don't. Because he will show up multiple times throughout this tutorial section. This is just kind of sort of a thing. You can't die in this, and you won't get hurt. This is just done sort of as a way of getting you acquainted with the controls very quickly. Especially with platforming, which you never really had to deal with that much until like the later parts of the game. So, what are you guys' thoughts on Sin and Punishment now, at this point in time? Actually, when I upload this to YouTube, I guess it'll be able to tell me what your feelings are in the comments below. Don't like, don't comment, don't subscribe, fuck off. Don't donate. Because I don't roll like that. I don't fucks with that. It's just how I roll. Son of a bitch! I just can't hit that motherfucker in the face. Wow! I highly recommend it. That's kind of the only reason I even stream, really. Other than to, like, hear myself talk. It's to show really cool games that people should play. Or that I feel that people should try out because I think they have merit. It's kind of why I put more emphasis on the game than myself, for the most part. Or try to. I'd like to say that I try to. Lord knows it may just be that, may just be ironic of me to say. I'm just a fucking snob. Who knows? Who really knows? I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna jump. Ah, fuck! There we go. My name is Saki, and I like to jump. I move around like I'm Donald Trump. Fuck. Oh. I'm probably gonna... I can't remove that in post. I don't know how. It was a bad joke. I made a bad joke. Ooh, shit, I'd love to play Panzer Dragoon and show that off. That's another real shooter I'm super down to play. I was gonna marathon a bunch of shooters in the summer, but that never fell through, so this will be a good way to get that started. I was also gonna play a bunch of horror games. I think my schedule, at least until Christmas, is to try and get my hands on Snatcher, or play Snatcher. Since it is indeed a Christmas game. And also maybe Die Hard Arcade. I mean, Die Hard Arcade. But Die Hard Arcade is trash, so make of that what you will. Maybe Dynamite Cop, but that one's not around Christmas time. And now it's time, he says. I shall now consume thy soul. It is I, your greatest enemy. Oh, well, okay, I guess he doesn't say that, but he would have if he could have, because he's about to show up again in a different form. Behold, the true enemy of the tutorial stage. Get fucked. And yeah, I think while I can't capture Star Successor on my with a game capture because I don't have a game capture, but assuming if I did, I would definitely show that off. I'll find a way to play it sometime. It's really, really, really fun. Haven't played all the way through yet, but I know that it's gonna be a good time. Thank you very much. And now we clap for a wonderful experience. Sorry about that for anyone's ears, if I may have troubled them. Okay, let me think now. Alright, it's up to everyone else to vote now. We either play Mischief Makers on the Nintendo 64, a game that I have never played but have totally wanted to play, also made by Treasure, or we move on to other games, like the shooter series I was referring to, Radiant Silvergun and Ikaruga. Keep in mind, I won't actually get that far in either. It's really up to you guys. Also, I realize there's a delay, so it might take a while for you guys to say that. For you guys to notice that. Either. Don't give me either, motherfucker. Okay, well, we've got Mischief Makers. That's 1 for 1. I mean, that's 1. Oh, now we just need 2 more. Oh, wait, I realize having 4 viewers means I'm automatically gonna open myself up to either being tied up or everything being unanimous or some other fucked shit to have to deal with. Who really knows? Alright, well. Since we're playing Treasure games... Oh, wait, I could play Bangai-O. Bangai-O. For the Nintendo 64. I'll also be playing that blind if I do. Hang on a sec, let me go ahead and download that. Bangai-O for the Nintendo 64. Not in English, but I don't give a fuck. Oh. I take back what I said. Not only is it in English, it's completely understandable. Oh shit, that means I could also play Silhouette Mirage. Nope. No. I gotta stop. I gotta narrow down my options and stick with what we got. Just go through, just roll through it. Just roll and roll. There it is, Bakuretsu Muteki Bangai-O. Which might be a reference to Dangai-O, I don't remember. And for anyone who doesn't know what Dangai-O is, I can't tell you because I never watched it. Alright. Alright, then in that case, I'm going to narrow it down to Mischief Makers, and then when I'm fucking bored of that, I'm going to go ahead and just pop in Bangai-O, and then work my way from there. It depends on how I'm feeling, if I'll even consider moving this along. I just got off of work, and I'm feeling pretty spry, not gonna lie, my guy. Alright, give me a moment. I'll stop streaming for a second, and then come back in about 3 minutes, 5 minutes, for a short little break. Alright, have fun.